Ever wonder what it's like to live in a cozy New England cottage? Join us as we transform our simple ranch home into a comfy cottage. Each week, we work towards improving, maintaining, and beautifying our home and garden, all on a tight budget. Now we've cleaned up the raspberry area and thinned it out, getting it ready for next year's crops. So every year we take out the dead branches. We trim this after all the raspberries are done picking. So when they're done for the year, for the season, that's when we come in and we trim it. So here we are in late July, cleaning all of that up. The nice new green ones, they put all their energy into growing the bush and the leaves, and by next year those are the ones that are going to berry. So all the dead ones are out, they're spent, they're done, and they will keep producing year after year after year. You just have to stay on it and trim it. I'm sorry to say I forget what these yellow flowers are, but they're so pretty. It's a type of daisy, I know that, but I just don't know what exactly it is. I believe it's a daisy. So I'm saying I know that matter-of-factly, and I actually don't. I'm pretty sure. And then there's beautiful roses that are being pollinated right now. Thank you, bees. But those are the forever rose. They're so pretty, and they're doing well. They keep dying out and coming back, so they will keep blooming all summer long, which is so pretty. It started in late spring, early summerish, and they just will keep going for the whole summer. We have our mint coming back and our brick planters now that we've trimmed them and picked them and harvested them, I should say. Once we've done that, they just start to look a little scraggly, but they have come back again. They will. Give it a few weeks and they come back again. And then our beautiful white roses, I'll come up a little closer so you can see. Don't mind the camera. It's so sunny out, so I'm not sure what you see or not because I can't totally see, but I believe it's in the spot. Those beautiful white roses are starting to get kind of icky in some spots, but for the most part, they are gorgeous. I'm going to pick these off here if I can. If it comes off easily, you can grab them. It's not really ready to come off yet, so I'm going to leave it. But normally if it pops right off, that's okay to deadhead that. And then we have our rhubarb over there, which is not doing our very best, but I think I'm going to harvest some today, at some point today. Waiting to think of a recipe. I'm maybe going to do a jam. This is our secret garden area. It's nice to see everything doing so well. Popping up here, we have our canna lilies. They're really lovely. Right now they're getting tall. They're very tropically. And we have one over here. And they look so lovely and tropical. They'll be coming out soon. It's very late summer when they come out. And then we have our calla lily here, which had a beautiful purpley flower, but unfortunately I never got it while it was still in bloom. But the leaves are still beautiful, and we may get another one. Sometimes that happens. Our oregano is coming back since we've harvested it. It was a little worse for the wear this year, but mainly because we thinned them out and split them, but also we just harvested them, so they are a little bit worse for the wear, but they're coming back. And unfortunately, I am terrible with names, folks. That's why you save the tags for people like me. But that beautiful flower there, the purpley pinkish flowers, I don't remember what they are, but they come and go, and they're coming again, which is really nice. But they will do that all summer, and they'll fake you out thinking, oh no, what's wrong with them? Nothing's wrong. They just pop in and out. They keep reblooming. And then we have our Dusty Miller here. It's doing lovely. I love the light color of it. It looks like it's been frosted. It's so lovely. We have more of those yellow daisy-like flowers. If you know what the names of these plants are, please feel free to put them in the comments, because I forget, and I would love to know. And our beautiful wisterias, they are just growing. See how it reaches at the end? Oops, sorry about that. It reaches at the end, and it's going to keep growing. And we're going to have a whole privacy panel with it, which is absolutely awesome. They will, if you really don't like aggressive things, do not grow wisteria, because they are quite aggressive. We love it though. That's why we did the arbor here last year, because we really like how it kind of corrals the wisteria, but it looks so pretty. It looks like this little private secret entrance. Look at how lovely that is. Looks like a little secret entrance up into our new stairway. If you remember from last week, we did the stairway. And we are loving it. You can see the bees pollinating, which is lovely. I really hope this morning we were able to capture the hummingbird. We were trying to, with the camera, show how lovely it is to see every morning that hummingbird visits us and pollinates our beautiful Rose of Sharon tree. I should say trees. It was one tree, and now they're just mass producing, which we love. It's doing a little forest of Rose of Sharon. These are also somewhat aggressive, but if you like this, which we do, it's okay. And we take the baby ones and we transplant them all over the place, which is really great. These are really pretty. What I love about this, we didn't do it on purpose, but we have, if you can see, I'm going to walk around purple and white ones all in one bush. And I don't know if the soil is just different as it grows further down, but oh my goodness, is it something. All on one bush. It's becoming a tree, really, but there's so many blooms. I'm not sure the camera's totally capturing, because there's even some on the other side, but just lovely.
There's our beautiful yellow squash plants, doing pretty well. We've picked a lot from this so far this year. Now there's another little one growing there. These are doing well. We've got some beans. A lot of tomatillos, or ground cherries, have planted themselves, as they do every year, which are great. We love them. Oh, there's some bees and one of the squash flowers. We've got some beets growing over here. The squash are really spreading everywhere. These are the butternut. We've got actually a mixture of different squashes and some cucumbers, pepper plants over there. We've got some flowers so far, but no peppers as of yet. Definitely have some tomatoes growing. The potatoes. Our potato bed here is just overflowing with potato plants. Hopefully we get a good harvest this fall. We have an accidental squash growing in this bed along with tomatoes, and got some sage down there and some lime balm growing down there. here is the neglected corner of our yard that we'll be dealing with this week. First off, all these trees are overgrown by the roadside, limiting the view of when you're trying to pull out of the driveway, but also really encroaching on our fenced-in area here. A couple years ago when we put up this new fence, it used to go at an angle from the corner of this bed here back to the rocks over there, but now we've gone all the way to the corner, and now this front bed here does not match up with the rest of the bed there. So we're going to be extending this bed here to the end, as close as we can get it, and cutting back and clearing up some of this wooded area here, and also some of the weeds growing by the road here. It was an area we kind of let go wild, but we'll be pulling that up, cleaning it up, and I think doing some plantings. And when we build a bed over here, we'll be doing some plantings there as well. So a few things we found over here now that I cleared away some of the oak. Some bittersweet, which I expected. Trash, expected that as well. Lots of leaves. Ornamental grass that we had planted years ago, still alive. Some burning bush. A couple of babies that grew from one that we have nearby. Didn't expect those, but I'll probably leave them. And some wild blueberries, which I did know that were here. Because we have so many blueberries growing in the yard, we leave these wild ones for the animals. But it's nice to see them growing here. Over here we've got some stumps that need digging out. Big clumps of grass and wild things that need digging out. There's a nice boulder here that I'll expose a little bit. And we're going to clean all this up, rake all this out, get rid of the trash of course, and hopefully have a nice little bed here. So I've left a little berm of weeds along the road. There's kind of a small bank of soil there that I kind of want to keep in place. So I'm just going to crop those weeds short with my weed whacker. Now, Siberian iris are some of the toughest plants I've ever seen, so I think that they will be okay here by the road. As long as we keep them watered well for the first couple of weeks, they should take off and spread around here and be a nice little floral corner. My next task is to continue this bed on the other side of that over there in a new area. Firstly, I'm going to get some of these rocks. I've got a handful that I'm going to move over here in a line, and then a timber to make up the end. And then probably tomorrow I will dig up after some ornamental grasses to split, and I think we'll put 2 of those in that new bed. So the more we discussed it, we decided to take these trees down. Didn't get any film of it, however. It was raining a bit, and my chainsaw had died, so I've been doing it the old-fashioned way with the bow saw and a little help from my reciprocating saw. It's got a few more small trees to take down. That opens it up quite a bit. Got some sun in here. Of course, that leaves us with this. Some of this is going to be cut into firewood, and the rest is going up to the brush pile. So here it is, all cleaned out. What I've got to do next is work on some transplants for here and for here. We've got this beautiful oak leaf hydrangea, which is very happy here. Native to the area, and it has a little baby growing right down there. I'm going to dig that out and put that in one of the spots. Now, oak leaf hydrangeas generally like the shadier areas, and this area is in pretty much full sun right now, but in about a half an hour this area is going to be all in shade for most of the day. So I think we'll be happy right here. I think it's going to be a great place right up near our fence, where it'll kind of grow over the edge of the fence as it matures. Let's see what else we can dig up. Now we've got a beautiful rose bush right here. It of course is done flowering for the season. And this enormous ornamental grass, another small ornamental grass, and in between there's another rose bush that is just getting buried. So I am going to take that ornamental grass out, or at least divide it up so it's a little smaller. Over here also we had a bunch of iris growing, which is what I dug out for close to the road. So I'm going to dig out these grasses, divide them, and put some of them in the bed in front of the fence over there. And we're hoping to make room for more rose bushes along this fence. Now I find it's best to divide and dig up these ornamental grasses in the fall or even in the early spring before they've started to grow. And they're not easy to divide even then. So this is kind of going to be a bear, and I won't subject you guys to my struggle, but either way I will show you the end result. So I have this old broken shovel I use as a splitting wedge. Helps a little bit, still not an easy job. I found this to be helpful too. So I ran out of wood chips, so I had to break down and buy some mulch over at Rocky's. They had a sale, so I got just enough to fill this little bed and to put some around some of the transplants to help them along. Eventually I'll cover this whole area with wood chips. Now here's what it looks like after I dug out the grasses. We've got a couple of the rose bushes there. Grasses are still waiting for a home. I've got 3 plants left, but now we've got more spaces for these roses to grow and to add some more. Just got to fill in these holes.